All right, Roseanne, we're inside the car now, and we're looking at the wheel, obviously. You can see how the gauges lay out there. It does have a tilt on the side, of course, and it's also telescopic, so it'll come back towards you. Real quick, though, I always like to point out there on the gauges, it'll display quite a bit of information up on the top there, and they're all illuminated, of course. You can go down to the wheel here, and you can see you've got like your Bluetooth functions there, where you can call up your voice commands and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and pan across here, though, so you can see the center looks a lot like that. Right now the map's being displayed, but depending on what you want to look at, you can look at several different things. One thing I like to do is click on the fuel economy, and as you're driving, it'll fluctuate and show you exactly what kind of fuel economy you're getting. So you're not stuck to the map if you don't want to. Something else noteworthy is the camera. Of course, it has a backup camera, which is really handy, but it also has a forward camera with an all-around view. This is handy if you're ever pulling into a parking spot, you don't want to hit the car or the wall in front of you, you can see exactly how close you are to it. But it's a very clear display, J.D. Power & Associates, easiest to use setup, and I agree with them after being in a lot of cars. I'm going to kind of go down to the center here. Your radio presets are there, got a couple cup holders with your shifter knob. Right there, you're looking at the heated seats, which are on both sides. They actually have 6 settings as opposed to 2, which is pretty neat. This right here, the car is all-wheel drive, but this doesn't actually have anything to do with the all-wheel drive. What that does is you've got a snow, economy, and sport mode. The snow and economy modes put more tension in your gas pedal, more resistance, so you don't spin out or you don't get crappy mileage due to putting your foot in it. If you wanted to change it to sport, it would display up there by your wheel in between your gauges, and it'll shift the car to higher RPM so you can really feel more of the power. You can get a good look here at the leather. This is what we call wheat interior. It's kind of a tan, beige. I like it a lot. It's kind of pretty. And you can move over there and see the rest of the console. Now, from up front, forgive me as we're losing daylight here, you can see straight through to the back. And what I'm going to do, you're going to bear with me here, I hope, hop in the back seat and show you this theater system real quick so you can get a good idea. Hopefully you don't get motion sickness while I get out. As I mentioned, I'm kind of a rookie when it comes to making these videos. Let's try to unlock the rest of the doors first here. One thing that's always very noteworthy in these cars is the way that these seats slide up. That's the reason they sell the way they do. See, to access the third row, you've got a little lever there. Put it straight up, and the whole seat will roll forward like that, giving you about a foot of clearance there in order for you to pass through, which is more than any other car in its class. The other thing that helps out a lot with that, these tracks are actually pretty flush with the floor as opposed to big rails that stick up and out like that. But there's the back seat. One of them's flipped down, and they do lay down flush if you ever do need to slide a real big box in there or anything. And maybe my favorite thing about them, if you ever do have to put an adult in the car, they recline also. And there they are with the headrest up. I won't take up too much more of your time here, but as far as that entertainment system goes, you can see the way Infiniti does it. They put a TV in each headrest, and you can actually split the screen. Watch one movie on one, play a game on the other, whatever your needs are. My favorite thing about the theater package doesn't actually have to do with the TVs themselves. They give you a 120-volt wall outlet. It's pretty neat. You can plug anything from a crock pot to a curling iron in there. There are your controls just above it for the rear climate control. So you can have, you know, different temperature in the back as far as fan goes and fan speed and everything else. I really hope this helps get you started, get you a good look inside the car that we're looking at. And if you have any other questions, I'm going to attach this to an email via YouTube. And I'll put my phone number, and of course you'll have my email in there too. Again, my name is John Cook. Thank you so much, Roseanne, and let me know what else I can do for you.